Hello teachers, this video will show you how to copy your previous year's SLO. The reason why we had to re-record the video is because Eduphoria changed the look of their apps. The process is still the same, but the appearance of the web platform has slightly been altered. So let's begin. When you're ready to copy your SLO, I suggest you do this in one sitting. You must complete steps 1 and 2 in one sitting, one right after the other, or the program will not behave the way you see it behave in the video. If you wait and come back to do step 2 later, and you close Eduphoria, then the process for step 2 will completely change and will be more confusing. So again, do not start this process until you're ready to devote the time you need to do at least step 1 and step 2 of this video. Let's begin with step 1, copying the SLO in Strive. First, you will log into Eduphoria. Once there, you will see how the colors have changed. However, the title of the apps have remained the same. We're going to go ahead and look for Strive and click on Strive to open it. Once there, you'll notice the familiar screen. You'll have all of these options to choose from. However, what I would like for you to do is go to the upper middle section and find where it says Archived Goals. That's where we're going to begin. We're going to click there on Archived Goals, and you're going to notice that your previous year's student growth goals and professional goals are listed here. How will you know whether it's a student growth goal or a professional goal? It will tell you on the bottom right hand side of each square. What I want you to do is find your most recent student growth goal, dated 2024. So here in the example, we have our first student growth goal, and we can tell it's the most recent one because it says due date April 5th, 2024. In order to open it, you're going to go ahead and click on the sentence that has the blue text on it. Go ahead and click there, allow it to load. This is the SLO that you created last year, and this is the one we're going to copy. In order to do that, you're going to go ahead and go to the upper right hand side of the screen and find where it says copy to new goal. Go ahead and click there, but only click once so that you don't make multiple copies. Once it loads, you're ready to change the dates. The start date for this year's SLO will be August 30th. To change the date, simply click on the calendar icon, find where it says August 2024, and click on Friday, August 30th. That is when we are beginning the SLO process this year. The target completion date will be April 4th, 2025. To change that, click on the calendar. You can go ahead and use the toggle buttons to go all the way to April 2025, or you can simply click on the year. There's a pull-down menu, click 2025, find April, Friday, April 4th, and click there. You'll know that you did this correctly when the circle turns green and says you have at least 200 and some days to complete. If it's wrong, it'll have a red exclamation and it will say overdue. The next thing I would like for you to fix is your actions. Notice your actions, as we copied over the years, still have the wrong years on it. So we want to go ahead and update that. To update that, simply click on the pencil icon. Again, come to where the date is, click on the calendar. To easily find the year, click on the pull-down menu next to the year. The start date for the ISP body of evidence is 2024, so we have 2024. And we're beginning on August 30th. So that's why this is the evidence that's going to be collected. If you have anything listed here that has another year besides 24-25, make sure you edit that as well, so that if we get audited, TEA will know that this is a fresh SLO that has been copied and ready for the new year. To finish editing, simply click on the checkmark icon. Again, we have an old year here, so let's click on the pencil icon. Click on the calendar icon. I want to toggle to 2025 quicker because that's when we're ending, and click on April 4th. To finish, click on the check mark. Now, a very important step, Strive does not save on its own, so you have to click on Strive in order to save what you've done. If you don't do this step, then what you went ahead and did the past minute or so will not be saved. So make sure you click on save. Unfortunately, there is no light that's going to turn another color or the screen will not appear different. But just make sure you click on save and you're ready to move forward. That is step 1. I need you to go ahead and complete step 2 next within the same sitting, because if you don't, the program will not behave correctly as you see on the screen. Step 2. Copying the student portfolio. Once you bring the SLO back in Strive, it's now time to bring your portfolio back in Aware. To change to the Aware screen, we're going to go to the upper right hand corner and find the wheat or leaf icon and click there. When you click there, you're going to see the other app options. I want you to go ahead and click on Aware. Many of you have already seen the new version of Aware, but this is the new look it has. It's no longer beige with all your classes listed on the left side. Okay, this is Aware's new look. What I would like for you to do is go to the left side of the screen and find where it says students. We have analysis, assessment, item bank, and students. Within your student section, you should see a portfolio icon. If for some reason you don't see a portfolio icon, it's for one of two reasons. One, you're not set up to the master schedule correctly, so you'll need to email ecamarillo@bisd.us so that he can link you to the master schedule. If you are linked correctly, then you probably do not have students in your master schedule for day 1. That means that you'll need to create a student access list. That video will be provided at another time. However, just so you know, the student access list used to be called the student monitor list. That can be accessed by clicking on the wheel or gear icon next to where it says students. This is where you'll create it, but again, that will be another video. Hopefully, 99% of you will have this portfolio icon. Go ahead and click there. After it loads, you're going to notice that your screen is blank, and that should be right. All of your portfolios that you've created in the past have been archived. So on the upper middle part of the screen, you're going to see where it says archive. Go ahead and click there. And what I want you to look for is the SLO portfolio or student portfolio with the paperclip icon. Please do not click on anything. I just want you to find the portfolio with the icon. This is your most recent portfolio, and this is the one that we're going to copy. In order to copy it into your new year, you're going to move over to where it says actions. So here's actions. There's an ellipse here. Again, I come down and I hover over the paperclip. I'm not clicking on anything, but then I click on the ellipse under actions. And under that ellipse, you're going to click copy. Wait a couple of seconds for it to load, and your new portfolio will appear. Once the SLO student portfolio loads, we need to do a couple of edits in order to make it ready for the new school year. The first thing we're going to do is change the title of the portfolio. To do that, go to the old title, and next to your old title, you'll see where there's an ellipse. Click on the ellipse and click on Edit Portfolio Details. The first thing you're going to do is change the year from 23 to 24 and 24 to 25. Make sure your first initial and last name are present, the subject you're teaching. If you're in elementary, please put what grade your portfolio is going to be based on once you know what it is. And if you're at the secondary, please put what period you are tracking once you know what that is. If you don't know what period you're tracking yet or what grade you're tracking, you can go ahead and leave it blank and we can come back and edit it later. But at least update the years 24, 25, make sure your name is there, the subject that you're tracking. And of course, if you have a special type of class like AP, GT, Inclusion, BI, Resource, go ahead and list that there as well. When you're ready, click Done at the very bottom. That concludes Step 2. Step 3 involves adding students. However, it is very early on in the process, so some of you may not be adding students until August. But just to give you a heads up, here's how you conduct Step 3, adding students. The first thing we're going to do is make sure that our portfolio attached correctly. So in order to do that, we're going to go back to the Aware icon at the very top right side. Click on it and switch back to Strive. Once we're in Strive, this time we're going to click where it says Student Learning Objective. We want to make sure that they copy correctly, and you can see here how the objective is now in place, or the SLO is now in place for the school year. We know it's the correct one because it says down here, due by April 4, 2025. That is the date that you updated in the previous step. Go ahead and click on the sentence, which is your foundational skill. It will turn gray. Click there and open the SLO. And what we're looking for is this portfolio snapshot section to make sure that the new portfolio is now attached. You'll know it's a new one because it'll have the updated title that you just entered earlier. It should have 7 milestones if you're a full year course, and 0 students because we haven't added students yet. Now, to go ahead and add students, we're going to click on the hyperlink that's under Portfolio Snapshot. This will take us back to Aware automatically, and we're now ready to add students. When you're ready, next to the word students, you'll find a pencil icon. Simply click on the pencil icon, and all of your classes will appear. Find whichever class you would like to track, and you can do one of two things. You can pick each student individually by clicking on the box next to their name, or you can click on the entire class by clicking next to the class title. This will add the students to your actual portfolio. When you're done, at the bottom you click on the word done. Now your portfolio is set up. Again, you should have the ISP, second 6 weeks, third 6 weeks, fourth 6 weeks, fifth 6 weeks, TSP, and if we use the gray bar at the bottom to scroll over, you'll find the EOY rating. This is what it should look like if you teach a full year course, August through May. If you're a semester course, you'll have the ISP, first progress check, second progress check, TSP, and EOY. That's going to be for semester courses. You are now ready to begin the SLO process. Best wishes and good luck.